wish somebody would do me a good burger.
Okay. But, yeah, Eddie Brock and the Venom symbiote are making a big comeback right now, and in the Spider-Man comics, we're going to talk about that for a little while. First up is, let's talk about Ultimate Spider-Man first then.
Okay.
Just read this a couple minutes ago. Very impressed by it. One of the things I like about what Bendis is doing with this is that he's finally doing what I always thought they should have been doing with Venom. Is he's made him a monster, he's made him an alien, he's made him a parasite. He's not just you know, a bag of muscles with you know, a bunch of fangs and a slobbery tongue. Like, he actually is a bad guy in this, and he's a monster. He eats people. In this one he takes a bite out of a police horse. I just think that's awesome.
The thing about Venom is a lot of people, especially like people my age, because I'm much older than you are.
Like 20 years older?
20, 30 years, I forget. Back in the Ice Age, after we killed the Mastodon, we would read comics, and Venom was there. He was just being introduced, and I tell you, people were crazy about this character, you know, because he was the anti-Spider-Man, but that's just reading it as kids, and we got a little older, and you realize there's not a whole lot of depth in this character, not a whole lot of depth in Eddie Brock either, you know, because he's just like this muscle-bound guy, this total opposite of Grace Topher guy that would be there, and but there was not a whole lot of depth to his character. In Bendis' world, the Ultimate world, the symbiote was actually made from the DNA of Peter Parker's father, so that really links Spider-Man to Venom, the Venom symbiote. Parker's realizing that part of his DNA is still infected by the symbiote.
Yeah. And
that's a really interesting take that they've really never done before. Because, you know, in the past, in the real Marvel universe, it's like they've separated completely. And I just don't think it's clean cut like that. So. Yeah. By the way, Bendis' portrayal of Venom has been the coolest portrayal ever. Because you always heard about Venom being a cannibal, but yeah, you actually see him being a cannibal.
I remember the little toy, little toys Venom symbiote that came out even before the '90s Spider-Man cartoon had a little sound chip, and if you hit it like a button on his back or something, you'd say, "I'm gonna eat your brains." And you read the comic, and he's not. In fact,
he doesn't kill innocent people.
He's some sort of like self-righteous, like anti-hero in the comic, which I never liked. He should be a parasite. He should be like the alien in the Ridley Scott, you know, alien. He should be ferocious. And in this, you know, you could see him, like, his mouth is very piranha-like. It's just like a small kind of almost like a sucker, like a leech mouth or something. It's not. You know, I mean, it gets bigger and stuff, but it's not this, like, exaggerated, like, alligator fucking weird shit. And I have to say, the Beetle is awesome in this. He comes in,
and we really don't know who he is yet.
No, and he doesn't even call himself. I mean, that's just kind of like something, kind of a throwaway label that Spider-Man slaps on him, you know, in battle or whatever. But he's, like... He actually has a role to play, and it's kind of it's going to be really interesting to see where he fits into all this, because he just turns up and sort of demands a sample of Venom. It's not the Beetle, you know. It's
George Harrison.
The book right now is very Resident Evil kind of like biochemistry, kind of biohazardous weapon. I don't know.
It's very well thought out, very well paced. Which is the exact opposite of what's going on.
Talking about the New Ways to Die.
Yeah, the New Ways to Die.
The first issue, yeah, I think I liked the backup story a little bit better. Mark Waid
that was
and
good.
Addie Granoff.
Yeah, I agree. That was a good one. That was a good one. Eddie Brock just has a breakdown and realizes that Venom's still a part of him in some way. And but same thing, that still happens, and they allow him back into the homeless shelter like it never happened.
It's very strange. I think Menace, I really, the villains that they've been giving us with this reboot ever since the start of Brand New Day. It's just been one kind of like mediocre, villain after another. Nothing really makes an impression on me. Nothing that I really think is worthy of a Spider-Man book. I'm very underwhelmed at this point by the last couple months of this series. Menace, one of the least likable characters of the reboot. Now they're hinting that Harry Osborn, who's magically brought back to life, and we don't even know why or how that happened, but they're hinting at him probably might have a secret life as Menace, which is he sort of looks like a Lord of the Rings version of Green Goblin, and I just think that's really fucking lame. I mean,
yeah.
Who need
Well, I agree with you, and I don't agree with you at the same time. I mean, the characters do lack depth, but at the same time, it's kind of a bring back to the Spider-Man issues of old that I used to read in like 7th grade.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun in a childish way, but it's not exactly literature, but like the paper doll is kind of goofy.
It's all kind of goofy.
It's all kind of goofy.
And it's okay. On to the second issue of the arc. This is fabulous Eddie Granoff. I'm hoping I'm saying his name right. Variant cover. Very beautiful portrait of Venom. Very cool looking. He really does look like the Ridley Scott alien. If you kind of squint and everything, he is that kind of
H.R. Geiger-ish type thing.
Yeah, very Geiger-esque. Okay, so second issue, which is the latest part.
It's kind of obvious that the Thunderbolts, run by Norman Osborn, was going to come in eventually.
Venom and Green Goblin are both a part of it. It's just bound to happen.
That's just a given. But I don't know about the whole blending of the two together, because it leaves the Scorpion and clings on to Eddie Brock towards the end, and
I never liked the whole Scorpion, Mark Millar's idea that the Scorpion and like the new Venom was going to be Scorpion wearing the symbiote. I was like, I like those characters separately. I don't think they need to cannibalize two characters to make one a little bit cooler. And they gave, I don't know, the drawing doesn't look as good. Like the character design of the Scorpion Venom doesn't look as, he's got eyes and stuff. I don't know. It just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. It's not that. I mean, I still liked his presence in Warren Ellis's Thunderbolts. I thought he was handled very well, and I thought in these comics he's handled very well. I just didn't like, it's just a minor gripe, I suppose.
Yeah. No, the problem I had, the major problem I had with that issue was Eddie Brock's backstory was just kind of rushed in. A lot of it didn't make sense. Like Matt Murdock defending him, Spider-Man's buddy.
It's kind of an arbitrary...
Yeah, like got him off the hook, saying he wasn't in control of himself.
Because Daredevil would jump to defend Venom in a heartbeat, right?
Yeah, but this new anti-Venom character, I just don't know what to think about that. I mean, seriously.
Having a big monster that's black or whatever is almost expected. Having a big monster that's like pale white is just eerie. It looks very unnatural. There's no pigmentation or anything. That's always creepier than seeing like, just dark colors. I think it's a very effective design. I will say it's very effective design.
Well, John Romita Jr. is the art has been phenomenal.
Yeah, Klaus Janson doing the inks over John Romita Jr., which to me is a dream team.
Yeah,
especially on Spider-Man.
I mean, I would like to see this suit as like more of a Sentinel, like a brainless type thing, and actually like anti-Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Thing, that would be cool,
Yeah, when I saw the anti-Venom design back on Newsrama a couple months ago, I thought, well, this is cool, but I thought the anti-Venom was Spider-Man,
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, if they became like a Sentinel type thing, with not a whole lot of brain power in itself, Eddie Brock, there's just not much to his character. I mean,
there never has been. Now all of a sudden he's like a skinny, bald, ailing man who's, he's so like every time you see him in the comics, he's a different person.
Yeah, Slott's doing a good job. I just think that all the information's being rushed a little bit, and trying to throw in little things that try to make sense. I don't know if that's just the editors or what, because I pretty much have faith in Dan Slott.